So first up, you have the Eight of Swords. Then you have the Queen of Swords. You have the Five of Pentacles. You have the High Priestess in reverse. And you have the Three of Cups. The High Priestess in reverse is kind of your challenge for the month, and the Three of Cups is kind of what's recommended for you. So you've been feeling restricted to some degree. So I feel like this has been kind of a little bit maybe ongoing. There's been some mental restrictions. These are restrictions you're actually placing upon yourself. Sometimes you don't realize you're placing these restrictions upon yourself, but this card is all about self-imposed restrictions and kind of feeling like you could be stuck. Now, sometimes these self-imposed restrictions are necessary. Let's say if you're a student, you're in school, you have either the option to go hang out with your friends, or you have to stay home and get your work done so you could pass your classes. So it could be something that you're working on something and you're trying to restrict yourself from other things. This could even be, let's say, if you're on a diet. You might want to be choosing to stay home instead of going out with your friends, because you know if you go out with your friends, there might be too many temptations or something. So you're trying to restrict yourself in a way so you don't slip up. You'll know what it is represents for you, but sometimes we place these restrictions and they're not really good for us. We're just feeling really stuck. We're feeling really down. We're kind of getting on ourselves, and we're not really sure. We feel like we might not have any options, but you really do have options. So you'll know what this represents for you, but I think you're going to actually be going throughout the month of April. You're going to be going into this like Queen of Swords energy. Now, she is no BS. Like, she's really to the point. She sees things for how they are. There's no sugarcoating with this one. If she has to cut something out or someone out, she's going to do it. She's going to tell it like it is. She's a straight shooter. So you might be coming from this kind of, I don't want to say this like blind stage, but sometimes this energy here with the Eight of Swords, it's almost like sometimes you can't really see the forest from the trees in a sense. Like, things are kind of muddled. You're not really sure the best way forward. You feel a little like stuck energy, but the Queen of Swords is saying that you're going to be really getting unstuck because she's very clear-headed. She's very sure of what she wants. She's willing to start planning forward to get what she wants, and she's not going to take any BS along the way. So you're really going from like a real restricted thing to like, okay, I'm starting to do this. If I got to cut certain things out, I cut them out, but it's going to be better for me type of clarity. But also, this is going to actually lead you a little bit into this Five of Pentacles energies, which is another card of almost like, I don't want to say feeling restricted, but you might be feeling alone. I think with this, whatever this is, you may be making very big decisions to maybe move in a new direction, or you're deciding on something, and it might be going a little bit against the grain with what you have been doing, and maybe it's making you feel a little bit alone. This could be financial issues, but I really feel like with this, it's kind of you changing things up, doing something really different, and then maybe it's like people around you don't really fully understand why you're making these decisions or why you're doing this, and it might be causing you to feel like you can't really express yourself to somebody else, or you're feeling a little bit alone in your journey. So that's definitely something to watch out for, but occasionally, you know, that does happen. Sometimes we shift gears and we have to change things up. You know, we have to switch things that are not good for us. We got to shift things up, and it kind of gives you in this little limbo state of like, okay, I don't really know what's next. I don't really know what I'm doing. I kind of feel isolated a little bit, but I know I need to do this. So, but your challenge is the High Priestess in reverse, and this is indicating that you need to make sure that you're listening to your intuition, because in reverse, you're really not tapping in. You're not really going within to see how you really feel internally about something. You're kind of blocking that. So your challenge this month is not to block that inner voice, not to like block your intuition, you know, to remain aware of any signs or synchronicities around you that are indicating that you're on the right path, you're doing the right thing. And if something doesn't feel right, you know you need to not do it in a sense. So you have to really make sure you're really tapping within. Because with the swords, it's all about the thoughts, but it's not really so much about your emotions. You know, it's much more logical. So I think you need to kind of make sure that you're tapping into those emotions, because the Three of Cups is recommended. And this is about kind of like celebrations, you know, enjoying other people's companies. But this is also kind of an emotional as well. So you need to really make sure that you're fulfilling yourself emotionally in whatever you're doing. So that might be, you know, hanging out with like-minded people or friends that you really enjoy and that are very supportive of you. You'll know for yourself what that is. Zoe, don't do that, honey. No. No, okay, good girl. Thank you. Sorry, the cat was trying to scratch something that she's absolutely not supposed to do at all. She knows better too. So I'm telling you, if it's not one, it's the other. It's always something with these two. Okay, so yeah, so let's see what else the cards have to say for you. So first up, you have Crow Spirit, co-create with Spirit. And this is saying, I think you need to put your intentions out there. What you want, you need to put your intentions out there, and you need to take those steps to actually manifest it. So it's kind of all about action as well. You could want something, but unless you're going to actually take the steps in that direction to get it, you're not going to get it. So I think you need to kind of, I think this is saying that Spirit, your spirit guides, your angels, whoever is out there and they're wanting to help you, but you need to take those steps to go get that. So whatever these restrictions you're feeling, or you're feeling this isolation a little bit, you need to kind of remember that there are spiritual beings in your corner and you are capable of getting it. You just need to have the clarity of mind, and you need to listen to your intuition and really kind of seek out like harmony, or people that bring you that type of harmony, or situations. Because the Three of Cups could even be like a situation that you enjoy, you know? So you need to kind of seek that out a little bit. And Moonstone, live your purpose. And this is just saying that you just need to be your authentic self. You need to kind of be true to yourself, and just, even if it makes you feel a little isolated, because maybe you're doing something a little different than, you know, some other people, or you're kind of walking your own path. Honestly, we all really walk our own paths. Some of us walk it a little bit more authentically than others, but every morning when you wake up, you're deciding how you want your day to go, in a sense. Obviously, certain times things are out of our control, but certain aspects that you are in control of, you are able to make those decisions. So you just need to kind of proceed forward in a way that makes you happy. I think that's really the main purpose of life, is to, like, other than dishes and laundry, it's to really find your, like, happiness. Like, what makes you happy? We're here for such a very short time, and life kind of buzzes right by super fast. So I think it's really to find, like, inner happiness, and to enjoy things around you, and just kind of create a life that you are satisfied with. So I think you just need to kind of be true to yourself. And you got love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. And I feel like this is kind of going even with the co-create with Spirit and live your purpose. When you are passionate about something, or if you're kind of going after or pursuing something that you feel very passionate about, I should say, it's easier for you to attract it, because you kind of have that spark for it. So I think this could be saying, even if you're moving in a little bit of a different direction, you do have unconditional love from maybe the people around you. And because I feel like with these cards here, some of these cards, there's like no passion a little bit, you know? There's no passion here. Maybe there's passion a little bit in the Three of Cups, but this is kind of feeling restricted and maybe stuck, not really sure what to do. This is feeling like you have nowhere to go. You know, you're stuck in a situation again. There's no help around you, even though this is always saying that there is. If you look around, you do have options. You do have assistance available to you. And the Queen of Swords, she's very logical. She's not the most passionate queen. I would say she's not really passionate. She's just like a no BS kind of lady. So I think you just need to kind of inject a little bit of this Three of Cups energy, which is this kind of passion, this happiness, you know, this feeling, even like oneness, because this is about oneness as well. And sometimes when you're with your soul tribe or your friends or whatever you want to call them, like people that make you happy or situations that make you happy, it kind of helps you feel a little more connected as well. Now, healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Now, the healing family issues, could this be for your family? Yes, but it also could be that you might need to heal some issues that are bogging you down. This could be friendships, this could be anything. So anything that you need to heal from, maybe there's certain things of the past that are making you feel in this stuck state, and then you're feeling isolated with certain decisions that I think you're going to be making. So you might need to just kind of like heal certain aspects to really move forward and to really be able to go into this Three of Cups energy, into this like kind of celebration and enjoying friendships or other people or situations fully. And then you have ignorance makes you a tool to be used. Knowledge makes you a weapon to be feared. And I think this is saying, because the Queen of Swords, she's going to learn whatever she needs to learn to get to where she needs to go. So I think this is saying that if you're moving out of this stuck state, you probably maybe need to learn something different, because I feel like this energy has been lingering for a little while with this Eight of Swords here. So you might have been stuck for a little while. And even with this isolation, sometimes when you learn more and you kind of get into like, I don't want to say communities, because it's not necessarily that you have to be participating in communities, but if there's something that you want to learn that's going to help you kind of unstuck yourself, you might be able to see that other people are kind of struggling with the same situation with whatever this is, and it might actually bring you some type of comfort. And the more you learn about it, the easier it is to kind of overcome these challenges. So I definitely think that if there's something that you need to kind of learn further to gain your confidence, because the Queen of Swords, she's very confident as well, and she's very intelligent. So I think you just need to kind of focus on learning as much as you can to help you move from this kind of this stuck isolation state. But also within that, trust your intuition as well, because you'll know if you're on the right path in a sense. Okay, once you stop chasing the wrong things, the right ones catches you. And I wonder if some of this was like you were kind of chasing something that wasn't quite right for you, or you didn't really have the passion and you weren't really happy about. But now you're having this clarity moment that, you know, you have to change things. You're going to cut out the BS. You're going to start moving in a better direction. And I think this is going to say that you're going to find your happiness. So I definitely think that's very positive. And for your affirmation, you have, today I am energetic. Today I am filled with an incredible energy and enthusiasm to face this beautiful day. And I think that's beautiful. And I think, because here's the thing. With these two cards, this Eight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, to me this is like really low energy. It's not very energetic. It's kind of stuck. It's kind of like miserable feeling. So, and the Queen of Swords, is she energetic? Yeah, she has energy. She's doing what she needs, but she's probably not she's not like the life of the party kind of energy. So I think, and even with your challenge with the High Priestess in reverse, I would say that if you're not really tapped into your intuition, you're probably not really, I don't say you're not having fun, but I think you need to kind of have that energy, because the Three of Cups is kind of that fun energy. So bringing some of that fun energy and just being positive with certain aspects, even when they're not going quite right. And I know that's like really hard to do, but it might help you kind of shift out of some of this a little bit quicker. Now let's see what Bob Ross has to say for you today. Didn't you know you had this much power? You can move mountains. You can do anything. And I think that's wonderful. And I think that if you're feeling stuck, if you're kind of feeling isolated this month a little bit, and you're kind of not really listening to your intuition, you're kind of a little bit like, I think you're going to know what you want, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to face obstacles. I just think you need to remind yourself that you are the master of your destiny and you're capable of getting what you want out of life. And even if it's not 100% perfect, you're capable of having like a beautiful, satisfactory, fulfilling life. Okay, and let's see what spirit of the dish shall be with you this month. You have the spirit of the delicate one, which is the spirit of the strawberry shortcake. Okay, so let's see. For your dinner and a movie, you have action films and seafood. For the energies that you need to tap into or be aware of, you have Libra. And this is about love, money, and powers of attraction. And they're also kind of about balancing those scales. So you might need to have a little bit more balance in your life to whatever degree. And you also have Virgos, which is about communication and thought processes, but they're also very detail orientated and organized. So sometimes when you're feeling a little blah, even if you organize your surroundings, like your house or your room or whatever, it helps you feel a little bit better. So that could be helpful for some of you. This little devil guy here is Mercury, and he is about communication and thought processes as well. And then we have Mars here, and this is about energy, initiative, and temper. You have the second house, which represents money, possessions, and physical environment and your self-esteem. And you have the fourth house, which represents the home, intuition, parenting, and children. And you have, this is number 6 here, which is an even number. So that means the special guest that will be answering your question today, Geminis, will be the Magic 8 Ball. Not the Magic 8 Ball, sorry. It will be Mr. Predicto. He'll be out here shortly. So think of those questions. You have F, O, X, S, and this one jumped out. So FOXSG 4789. And you have wealth. And I think some of you, with whatever this is that you're kind of, I don't want to say you're battling or you're dealing with, so whatever this is that you have to kind of overcome and you have to kind of shift your trajectory a little bit, I think it's going to wind up causing you to feel abundant in some kind of way. Now, wealth could be, it could be a wealth of knowledge, it could be a wealth financially, it could just be feeling like you have everything you want or you need, it could just be you're very satisfied and happy with your life at the moment. But I think you're moving forward to whatever makes you feel wealthy. I think you're kind of pushing forward and moving into that direction, which is really, really great. So, and let's see what little charmy we get for you. Okay, so this guy jumped out. So you have the boned fish. So he's been picked clean. He's had a rough time. And I feel like some of you had a little bit of a rough time as well. But the lesson with this guy is the worst is over. Like the buzzards and the birds came and they picked him clean. And now he's just bones. He's been reduced to his foundations. But I like to think positively. And I like to think that he's going to get resurrected. Like in my mind, he's going to be resurrected just by sheer will alone. And he's going to come back and he's going to regrow his skin and everything and all his flesh. But he's going to regrow it very strong. He's going to be much tougher next time. So he's going to come back. And he's going to be prepared. Like he's going to have armor and he's going to have all this stuff that when these buzzards and these birds or whatever come to mess with him again, he's like ready for it. Like he's just prepared. So, and he's not having it. So he's going to be a little smarter and stealthier next time. And sometimes when we have these moments, and I feel like you might have had a moment like that, and that's what caused you to get stuck a little bit. But I think with the Queen of Swords, this is saying that you're coming back and you're coming back a lot stronger and you're coming back smarter and it's going to be no BS with you. So, and I think sometimes you go into an isolated state at that point because you have to. You might have to cut some people out. There might be certain things that are not good for you and you have to kind of, separate yourself. But just trust your intuition. And I think definitely spend time with doing the things or with the people that actually are good for you. And you're going to know who those people are, what those situations is. So I think that's really positive. Okay, now it is time. Okay, here he is. Okay, Geminis, think of the question and let us ask. Oh, Mr. Predicto, the most accurate prediction device that's ever run off of batteries. What is the answer to Gemini's question?
Everything points to no.
Okay, so he said everything points to no. Mr. Predicto is a man of many words, and those were the words he chose to speak here today. I hope you all have a wonderful month, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.